I'm live, okay. There we are. So, let me see. Here we are. Really quickly. And there's me, alright. Very scruffy. And windblown. That's okay, though. So, Commodore Torres is here. George, hello. You're early tonight, good sir. Hey, Devlin. Hello, Bewildered. And everybody else. Okay, so... hopefully not going to be having any of the same glitches or whatever the heck was messing with the stream last week. Looks like we're starting off kind of smoothly. Hello, okay, Kitchen Witch is here and can see me, so that's a good thing. That means we're going to go ahead and start. Woo. Okay, guys, well, let's see. Okay, so how is everyone doing? Okay, Kitchen with Mike is here. Karen is here. Good deal. Reading Out of the Silent Planet. It's good to be back with all of you guys. Now, before we get started, now this is the last regular stream of the year. No stream next week because next Thursday is Christmas Day. But then the week after that, the Thursday after that, is New Year's Day, the 1st. And that night there will be a big sort of like New Year's celebration 3-hour stream on that Thursday night. So that's still happening. Now, I do want to answer a question because I know it's on everyone's lips. Specifically, hey Thomas, where the hell are the anticipated videos? You promised them. Okay. Mea culpa. I promise you the old man is not slipping. But they have just been taking a phenomenal amount of work. And in and amongst, just getting ready for the season and all of that. But they are happening. And I think I'm looking at probably Saturday and Sunday and maybe Monday just for those, banging them all together. Recorded 2 of them. But the editing takes a while. And also, it's just my own stupid, self-destructive tendencies. 2 of these are like the biggest lists that I've ever had for an anticipated video. The science fiction list is 47 titles. So there we are. And, for every one I have a cover graphic and, and I just do a short bit. And so I'm trying to keep that video to not Peter Jackson length, right? I'm trying to get it into a reasonable, something like 35-minute running time, and all of that. The others are shorter, of course. Had the most trouble with the fantasy list for various reasons. Filtering out romantasy is getting a bit harder and harder. Just not my thing. But anyway, I promise you, happening. And then also on the night of the 23rd, the live stream for the Ghost Story, this year's Christmas Ghost Story, is going to be happening. That is on schedule. That's so 7:30, the usual streaming time. So that's going to be a thing. So my apologies for the delay in all of this. But it'll be worth it. I promise you. And just a real quick thing. Let's have a look here. So I know that you guys have seen this one, right? And I'm also pretty sure that, you've seen the horror list as well. Okay. And then Matt has delivered the fantasy thumbnail, finally. So yes, I mean, there's all just, in progress as we speak. But I want to thank all of you for your patience. I promise you they will definitely be worth the wait. And the book I'm reading tonight, in fact, is one, there we are, that is on the list for next year. This is a science fiction novella from Tor.com. I decided to kind of do it tonight get it started tonight because it's short, it's, and maybe a nice, just comfortable read for the end of the year. It says, burned out and looking to put her past behind her, a former addict and recovering influencer, interviews her fellow travelers en route to witness the first rain on Mars. So I have a feeling that this is going to be very kind of a character-driven story. And one of the little pull quotes here says it's Chaucerian, so I don't know if it's going to be some kind of like a Martian Canterbury Tales or something like that. Probably won't be that involved. But it's that sort of a thing, you know, one where you have a group of travelers together and everyone has a tale. And so I'm fascinated. So, yeah. So that's what I'm reading tonight. And before I start the countdown for a second session, when we come back for second session, we are going to have one hell of a year-end mailbag. I don't know why. I guess maybe all the publicists are pushing books out the door, you know, before they get to, you know, take their extended break. So I've got at least, there are 4 envelopes here, and one of them has, I'm sure, at least 2 books in it. So I think we're looking at 4 or 5 books we're going to be checking out tonight. So that's going to be tonight's big mailbag, start of the second session. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. Mostly it looks like it's going to be Orbit stuff, but there appears to be one thing from Saga. So, booyah. That would be really, really nice. Okay, so let's have a look really quick. I just want to read up on, okay, so Bewildered is starting Embers of War. Cool. Devlin's reading Snake Eater, starring Snake Eater by T. Kingfisher. T. Kingfisher has something really good coming out next year that I'm looking forward to as well. Again, Karen reading Out of the Silent Planet. Hang on. Okay, hang on. Are we back? Okay, hang on, are we back? Are we back? Successfully connected. Okay. Alright, so back, I hope. YouTube streaming has done something different with the stream keys that is really kind of messing everything up. Hang on a second. Let me stream settings, stream latency. I can't really reset it. We good? Are we good? Okay, hopefully so. All right. Don't like these little hiccups. This is something kind of new, and I don't think it's on my end. And right now it says that I'm only getting good quality bandwidth on my streaming, even though I'm physically connected with an Ethernet cable. And let me check my speed test here. Okay. Boom. Okay, it says I'm getting like 92 down, 93 down, and okay, about 50, 52, 53 up. And then it's saying now can't connect. It's really kind of messed up here. Let me see. Let me see about changing servers. Maybe not. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't. All right. Well, I hope you guys are seeing me, right? Just throw some thumbs up or something into the chat if you're still seeing me. I'm sorry about this. I'm really, really not happy with when the stream health is this bad. I certainly don't want it doing this when I'm doing the ghost story. Well, now it's saying excellent. Stream is healthy. As of 7:39. Stop doing this. I am blaming my provider. See, it's doing that hiccup on my end again. But it's still saying excellent. All right, guys. I don't know. Okay, fair enough. I think it's working now. All right. Okay. Hey. Thank you, Miak. Thank you, not slip, kill switch. All right, good. What the heck? I just don't know. All right, so going to time and date. Online timer. Okay, so we are at 45 minutes and counting for first session. Okay, so everybody's good. Everyone seems to be seeing me. Yep, now the YouTube studio is telling me stream status is excellent. All right. Okay. Yeah, I just yeah, what can I say? I blame my ISP. But no. Okay. The wind is being annoying. Already put out a couple of the candles. How dare it do that? But yeah. Now, last couple of weeks, yeah, just something's just been weird on this end. Like I say, I think I blame my ISP. But anyway, lighter. Relight you. Relight you. I'm sure that was not very telegenic of me. So, okay. So, anyway, as I said, wonderful to be here with you guys every night, every Thursday night. Yeah. But I am going to keep the Stream Health tab open just to... Oh, yeah. Yeah, that did not look great on camera. We're leaning over like that. It's okay. We're all very informal here. Indeed we are. So. Sparkling eyes. Thank you, Bewildered. Yeah, like I said, I'm very sorry it's taken longer than I think you guys are probably used to this from me by now, but I should just know better than to say, this will be out on this day. I should just say, I'm working on it. Not like announce and upload until it's like the real deal, right? But thank you. Yes, it's I am, and I hope you have a great deal of fun watching them and filling up your Goodreads TBRs with some cool new things, I hope. 'Cause that's what it's all about. It is indeed. Greeted us with great joy in its heart. Oh, Killswitch has another history. Tiny little gust, and there went half the candles. Oh, I think it's going. Man, just you read about this history and it's like, what did they take from us? Why did they take it? Because it really does. It all just seems so homey and festive. Hello, Canine. Doing well, Canine. Hope you've had a good week. Hi, K9. Great Hendrix. I very much loved We Sold Our Souls, which is the rock and roll horror epic. Very much loved that one. I still have some of his more recent ones I need to catch up with, though. So, which one were you going to start tonight, K9? No. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. All right, everyone. That's session 1 down already. Yeah. Gonna do the intermission real quick. Gonna run inside, grab myself my jacket, I think. The weather's actually quite pleasant tonight. I mean, I wouldn't be sitting out here in shirt sleeves if it weren't, but it's starting to get a little bit cooler. But I'm glad it's not like it was a few nights ago. Monday night and Tuesday night of this week, it was like well down into the 20s Fahrenheit, and I'm like, yikes. So I was worrying about tonight. But all is well, actually. But I am going to run in, get a jacket, and come out. I'll probably try to relight some of these, and then we'll do the mailbag and finish up for the evening. I'm really liking how this is starting. I think it's very much it's very character centric, and but it's very much about wonder and awe. You know, that which I feel like the universe should do for us, right? Present those feelings, and it's very beautifully written to start. So I'm interested to see how it all wraps up. Anyway, okie dokie. You know the drill. 5 minutes and counting. See you in a few. Yellow. I'm back. Okay, let's see. A movie adaptation of The Best Friend's Exorcism? I didn't know that. Not very good then. Going to Commander Torres, okay. Well, that's too bad. But, if it's on Prime and can be watched for free, yeah. Okay. Well, we are back now. So let's start with this, shall we? Let's put this book up here. Ugh. Gonna bring some of these back. Let's do the final mailbag for 2025. Oh, wait. Oh, it's still... okay, well, you guys all know how it goes by now, but I'll remember that, though, next time, K9. Thanks. So you just had 5 minutes of total silence. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for the reminder, K9. I'll be sure and make sure that it is properly up. Okay, anyway. So, this is in from Simon & Schuster's show. Almost certainly going to be a saga title. Let's see what we have. I'll rip open the side of the envelope here because it might be a little bit easier. Ooh, yes. I mean, so you're going to get a little bit of a sneak preview of some of the things that are on the anticipated list, because a lot of these are going to be arcs for those. That's fun. I've been meaning to put together a new intermission clip for you guys anyway. Yeah. Now this is a book called Voidverse. It is coming out from Saga in March. It's described as Lord of the Rings meets Mad Max in a half-formed world on the brink of a revolution. Now, oh yeah, Susie, the reason I switched from the metal intermission music, I need to find different tracks, because supposedly those were royalty-free tracks, but then when those videos got archived, YouTube was like, hey, these aren't royalty-free, so we're going to share ad revenue with, the copyright owner. And I'm like, well, that's no fun. So anyway, so that's, yeah. So here we go. I'm trying to find, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so this guy, Damien Ober, I believe this is a debut novel, Voidverse. Damien Ober was one of the writers for the OA, that series. So this comes out, like it says, March. It says, before his hunt began, he told them one last thing: keep the sword always sharp. Some rest, a shifting in the void will bring a challenger. Look first in the glass eye of the dome to take the anomaly and undo the alignment from the topmost rock to the very bottom. Very cryptic, but as you see, very fascinating, kind of strange, dark design. The book itself has a different. It's going to come in a slipcase, and then the actual cover will be different. And I think this is the exterior art for the slipcase. But what can I tell you that makes it? Okay, Voidverse takes place in a void, a seemingly infinite nothingness, filled with, quote, rocks, individual lands stacked vertically and floating in space. Some rocks are giant magnets, some rocks burn with eternal flame, some are inverted skyscrapers of unknown origin, and some are influenced by magical, quote, anomalies, artifacts that hold such great power that armies would defend them and evil forces would stop at nothing to possess them. Into this world steps the Sinker. With a sword on her back, she speeds through the darkness, running from a past that is quickly gaining on her, helping others where she can, until she meets Emery, a woman who has until now only known the domesticity of her home rock. But something has been calling her, a dream that feels bigger than a dream, that feels like it is the key to everything. Voidverse is an epic quest, a revenge story, and a myth in the making. Publisher says, I boldly call it Lord of the Rings meets Mad Max in space. So, yeah. Sounds really something else, doesn't it? This comes out, here we go, March the 16th from Saga Press. Very intrigued. Definitely, combining elements of science fiction, fantasy, adventure, what have you. And all in a fascinating setting. So there we go. First one. Now, on down the stack. I think all of the rest of these are going to be probably Orbit titles. So, yeah, okay. Well, you've already seen this one because I posted this on Instagram, but it looks like they sent me another copy. This is a book called Aether, or Aether. The author is Soraya Boza. Oh, Thomas. Okay. I'm going to say Buzawi or Buzoe. Anyway, I will stand corrected at some point. Temptress Monster Warrior. So this is, I remember, a fantasy that is based on an actual kind of hero of folk legend from Morocco. Well, it's the story of Morocco's warrior goddess, her strange magic, fierce rebellion, and devastating romance. Debut author Soraya Bozawi weaves an epic tale of female rage and hidden myths. Perfect for fans of the City of Brass and the Stardust Thief. But now in Portuguese folklore, this character, is based on apparently someone who was a real woman who sort of avenged herself against the Portuguese colonizers. At the time, she would, basically, I think she did the thing of luring men to their doom, right? But yeah, daughter of a freedom fighter. She had battled alongside Moroccan rebels to force the Portuguese out of Moroccan lands. Ultimately, she sacrificed everything for her homeland, for her fellow Maghrebis, I guess, her people, and became something that would condemn her to a life of solitude. And there are many variants of the story, but apparently, an actual person, or a heavily mythicized version of an actual person. So this is a fantasy novel sort of inspired by that. Stunning cover, gotta say. Really nice. So, nice to have another copy of this anyway. Thank you, Orbit. Moving down the big old stack. This one feels thick, and that means I hope it is what I think it is. It's it's not that, but another one that I'm very excited to get. This is a big old epic fantasy, Asian themed, The Book of Fallen Leaves. Another debut. The author is A.S. Tamaki. Look at that, quite striking. It says Shogun meets Game of Thrones. You don't get much more epic than that. In a sweeping tale of vengeance, divine reckoning, and empire-shaking war. This comes out March 17th. Proper epic fantasy here, nearly 600 pages. Let's have a look. Dear readers, let's see. Okay, so this starts out with another, there's a letter in front by either the publisher or the author. Let's see. Debut author A.S. Tamaki weaves a powerful tale of ambition, vengeance, and sacrifice in this masterful fantasy retelling of an ancient samurai saga, packed with memorable characters, stunning world building, and epic adventure. It says, Sen Hoshiakari is an exiled prince of a clan that lost everything in his father's failed rebellion. Deprived of his birthright, Sen is determined to restore his family's lands and honor. Rui is a peasant girl, Rui, who saved Sen's life on the night his family were put to the sword. She's adrift and unsure of her place in the world, not knowing that the gods themselves have plans for her. As civil war throws the empire into chaos, and demons seek vengeance on the living, Sen and Rui must fight for both their clan and their shared future, but vengeance demands a bloody price. So yes, this is everything you look for in a in a massive 8-episode, $200 million budget fantasy saga, right? Here it is. So yeah, looks super exciting. The Book of Fallen Leaves, March the 16th from Orbit. And yeah, so, you know, if you need something to scratch your Shogun itch and with fantasy added, here it is. Thank you again, Orbit. And now, blah, this final package, which I do, yeah, Hatchet Book Group. And this one is looks very much like 2 items at a minimum stuffed in here. Come on, Thomas. Oh, okay. Oh, these are finished copies. All right. Okay. So we have... all right. Give me just a second to separate this from... Got it. Okay. So these are ones that I guess are now either out now or coming out very soon. First one of these is a new fantasy by K.J. Parker. K.J. Parker, I believe, wrote The Bone Ships and some others. This one is called Sister Svangard Sister Svangard and the Not Quite Dead. And let's see what this has to say for itself. A devilishly clever tale of murder, intrigue, and existential crisis. Not even the Church of the Invisible Sun is invincible. The Invincible Sun. Not even they are invincible, and somebody has to do its dirty work. Enter Sister Svangard and her accompanying priest, both first-rate practitioners. Their mission is simple: to make a meddlesome princess disappear permanently. To get to her, they must attend the legendary Ecumenical Council, the once-in-a-century convening of the greatest spiritual minds the world has to offer. But when they arrive, they find instead a den of villainy that would make the most hardened criminal blush. To complicate matters further, it appears that some people who were definitely grim reapered might not be quite dead after all. What began as a little assassination is about to escalate into a theological debate with terrifying consequences for everyone. Okay, well, that sounds fun. Sure. So, Sister Svangard and the Not Quite Dead by K.J. Parker, I guess, is available now from Orbit, and it says it's part 1, book 1 in the Loyal Opposition trilogy. So there you go. Alrighty. And then the next of these, again, another finished copy, is a book called A Heart So Green. The author is Lyra Celine, and this is the 3rd and, I think, final book in her Fair Folk trilogy. And the first 2 books were A Feather So Black and A Crown So Silver. And it says, from a land of swan princesses and the star-touched changelings comes the heart-pounding conclusion to the internationally best-selling Fair Folk trilogy. So I don't want to read too much about it. It says it's just, so Fae fantasy, obviously. Some of you may have been reading these, I don't know. If you're familiar with the first book or the first couple of books. But so this, I suppose, is out now and wrapping up this trilogy, so it's complete. Could be worth a binge, who knows, but very pretty and evocative cover, as always, from the folks at Orbit. So yes, really nice. So that's it. That's the big-ass mailbag for this final stream of the year. I mean, the one I was hoping to see, and I'll see if I can put in a quick request for it, is, of course, the new Alistair Reynolds, Halcyon Years, the new future noir murder mystery aboard a deep space vessel that is out in January. That was what I was kind of hoping to see in this package. Not that I'm disappointed with anything I got. Very happy to have all of these. But maybe, so tomorrow being Friday, I'll be able to shoot a quick email off if someone's still in the office. So there you go. Tell me what you think. Which of these you might be interested in picking out. And let's see, without... so that's it. So, okay, without, I guess, any further delay, any further ado, going to reset the timer. 45 minutes and counting for session 2. And, yeah. All right. Well, thank you for watching all of that. And now back to the evening's reading. Okay, where did I put the book I was actually reading? In amidst all of the other books that I just opened. I'll find it. Hang on. Come on, Thomas. Oh, here it is. That's right. Okay, yeah, I think it's pointless trying to relight the candles. Following these authors from LA. Okay. That's all good. Very nice. So another drink. Mm. Mm. That's the old ADHD brain, you know, just put down a pair of reading glasses and then you're like, where did I put those things? And they're right there the whole time and you're just looking all around. I've done that very much. Yeah, I'm gonna read up more on the author. So it sounds like worth. Oh, that's kind of a toughie. Best Reynolds to start with. Because all of his work is very, very dense, very, he's not. I mean, that's not a problem I know for you guys. Just you read all kinds of, stuff but it always helps to get the water warm for new readers. So I would say, in the same way that like maybe Robin Hobb is for fantasy, or someone who is very rich in terms of building the world, and never in a hurried pace with the unfolding of the plot. That's the kind of storytelling that Reynolds does. Of course, another thing that I love about him is that, especially in, say, books like his Inhibitor trilogy, he's just hitting you on almost every page with some just visual concept or just an idea or something about his future that is just absolutely sick, right? And you're like, wow, that is cool. That is so cool. So it can be a lot to take it. Like, it took me a couple of tries to acclimate to Reynolds, but I'm glad I did. I'm glad I put in the effort. I would say a lot of folks for a standalone will tell you that House of Suns is not just their favorite Reynolds book, but probably one of their favorite space operas, and it stands alone very well as just as a book that's not part of anything ongoing. And I'll say that the new book looks very accessible. Halcyon Years is again, it's a noir detective story, but set on a deep space, vessel that is just, there are like thousands of folks on the ship, and then there's like thousands more in deep sleep. So I guess it's kind of like a generation ship, but also like a cold sleep ship. Don't know where they're going, but this detective is brought in to investigate the death of someone who is in like the elite of the ship's society, and of course he uncovers all kinds of deep dark secrets, as one does when one is a detective in a noir story. So it sounds like, though, it takes just a lot of fun, familiar tropes of all these genres, from noir to SF to just everything in between, mysteries and deep space voyage sagas and that kind of thing. It puts it together in just and the book is like 350 pages long. It's not as all the Inhibitor trilogy books are like 600-700 pages. So in that regard, it looks like it could be a very accessible on-ramp for somebody who is new to Reynolds. So that would be my thought. But some of you maybe have some other thoughts. So please, The Prefect is a book that I really like. Pushing Ice is also well thought of. Thank you, Excipitor. Yeah. I like The Prefect, but it takes I'd say that might be kind of like an intermediate level, simply because it's so like, he's the space cop and doing the space cop things, and it's very much not, it's hard to warm up to the characters and the scenario first, because starts out with him like, investigating the death of someone that he used to work with on investigations, and is there some kind of big cover-up and what have you, and so very much, and the protagonist is very much, Prefect Dreyfus, kind of like just the facts ma'am kind of character, kind of hard to warm up to. But you can get there, right? I mean, I do enjoy that book. But I might say that would be like an intermediate Reynolds story. I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think? What's your take on that? If those of you who have read The Prefect, yeah. And then I very much loved Blue Remembered Earth, but I haven't completed that trilogy yet. And that trilogy, those are books that I think are talked about less than most of his other books. But I think they're very much, at least the first one, I thought, again, once I acclimated to it, I'm like, holy mackerel. This is just, you know, I mean, we've got it. Just we go on a big scavenger hunt through the entire solar system, and the future is fascinating. This is a distant future, post climate change, post wars. So you know, Russia and the West and all of the traditional superpowers are no longer in power, which has caused so you know the African, especially sub-Saharan Africa, has now emerged. All those nations have emerged as like the the world economic powers and world political powers, and we fall there's this kind of dynastic family at the center of all of it. And in fact, the more I think about Blue Remembered Earth, reading it, I don't think there's a single white person in it. It's not like all the white people died. I just think it's sort of like they're just that kind of Western culture is less important. They aren't the movers and shakers anymore. So. See. Yeah, I agree, Excipitor. I think Revelation Space, just that general future, that will get the water warm and make the prefect much more accessible. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I like Inspector Dreyfus, Rebecca, but yeah, he's a bit, kind of takes a while to sort of, work to him. Yeah. But the story, I think, is good enough to draw you in, and then as you're drawn in, it's, yeah. But, yeah, Reynolds is one of these, you just talk about him for hours, really, his books, so. Big boisterous trains tonight. I tell you. I didn't know he had a middle initial. I was never taught that as a boy. Anyway, let's see. Okay, so that is a good stopping point for me, and the clock has run itself down. So, anyway, I want to thank you all guys, all of you guys, for another lovely stream and a great year of really good streams. It's, you know, while I've had, this has been a very slumpy year for me creating on the channel, as you know, but having these streams to keep the channel ticking over and having you guys showing up every week has meant a great deal. So thanks for a wonderful year, and I'm planning next year, of course, to be back to creating content, as well as the streams. So bringing the whole SFF community back to life is really my goals. But I want to thank you guys for being with me tonight and every Thursday night. So, so once again, yes, look this weekend, fingers crossed this weekend that the videos happen at last. The night of the 23rd, again, don't forget the ghost story and everything. So, yeah, as I always say, thank you so much. I will see probably, if you can't make... See, I'm doing it on the night of the 23rd because Christmas Eve, of course, most of you will be doing family things. So, but there's a chance I may not see some of you that night. But if I don't see you, I hope you all have a wonderful Christmas, whatever you celebrate this time of year. I hope that it is just a great week for you. You know, I hope that it has been a difficult year, I believe, for the world. And I hope that we all see a better year next year. You know, that is my sincere hope. So, but in our little corner of the world right here, this has made it a, you know, a fantastic year for me. So thank you all again so much. Talk to you all soon. Stay tuned for stuff and things. And until I see all of you next time, stay safe and healthy. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays overall. And happy reading, okay? So long.